Rachel Zegler's Snow White was supposed to be Disney's next big hit, but it crashed harder than a glass slipper under a sledgehammer. Theaters yanked it after a brutal box office flop, and Zegler? She's losing it online, snapping at fans, critics, and maybe even her own shadow. What went wrong with this $300 million fairy tale turned nightmare? Buckle up. This is a meltdown you won't forget. Let's set the scene. March 21, 2025. Disney drops their live-action Snow White starring Rachel Zegler. Hype's been building since 2021 when she's cast as the iconic princess. She's 20 then, fresh off West Side Story, a Golden Globe in her pocket. Disney's betting big, over $300 million with reshoots and marketing. Opening weekend rolls in $43 million domestic, $87 million global. Sounds decent, right? Wrong. That's a disaster for a film this pricey. By week 2, it's down 66%, barely scraping $143 million worldwide. Theaters start pulling it fast. Some report listings gone within days. X buzzes with screenshots, empty seats, canceled showtimes. Disney's golden goose? More like a lead balloon. Zegler's reaction hits like a storm. Early April 2025, she's on X, firing off posts. One's a rant. "You all wanted this to fail. Congrats, you got it." Another's cryptic. "I gave everything. And this is what I get?" Fans catch her liking posts defending her, then unliking them, like she's wrestling herself online. Instagram stories show her at a near-empty theater with friends, laughing awkwardly as her name flashes on screen. Captions drip with defiance. Still proud, still here. But the cracks show. She's 23, under a microscope, and the internet's eating hair alive. X posts scream meltdown. Some call it a tantrum, others a cry for help. Either way, it's viral.rewind to the mess's roots. Zegler's casting in 2021 sparks instant heat. She's Colombian-Polish, not white as snow. Right-wing corners of X erupt. Woke Disney strikes again. Traditionalists clutch pearls, Snow Whites. A German tale, they argue, her looks sacred. Defenders fire back. It's a fantasy, not a history lesson. Disney stands firm, touting modern values. Then Zegler talks. 2022 interviews drop. She calls the 1937 original dated, the prince a stalker. Her Snow White? No romance, just leadership. Fans who grew up humming, "Someday my prince will come," feel betrayed. X memes explode. Zegler as a warrior, dwarfs as activists. The vibe's set. Love her or hate her, she's polarizing. Disney's not blind to this. Pre-release, they tweak the film. Trailers from 2024 show magical creatures instead of dwarfs. Peter Dinklage had called the original offensive. Zegler's Snow. White leads, not loves. Gal Gadot's evil queen smirks in the background. Test screenings leak. Audiences call it preachy, off. Reshoots pile up, costs soar. Box office projections slide. Forbes pegs it under $200 million worldwide. Opening day confirms it. $3.5 million in previews, then that measly $43 million weekend. Deadline later estimates a $115 million loss after streaming. And merch. Disney's premiere? A quiet afternoon event, no press carpet. They knew the storm was coming. Zegler's online snap isn't out of nowhere. She's been a lightning rod since day one. August 2024, she posts the trailer on X, then adds, "And always remember, free Palestine." It's a thread bomb. 8.8 million views. Disney execs panic. Her co-star, Gal Gadot, Israeli and ex-soldier, gets death threats. Security costs spike. Producer Mark Platt flies to New York, begs Zegler to cool it. She doesn't budge. November 2024, Trump wins re-election. She posts, "Fucked Donald Trump. May his supporters never know peace." Backlash hits hard. Meghan. Kelly calls her a pig on air. Zegler apologizes. "Emotions got me. I'm sorry." Too late. X is already a war zone. The film's flop isn't just her fault, though. Disney's remake machine's been sputtering. Mulan 2020 tanked. Cultural. Fumbles. Little Mermaid 2023 scraped by on nostalgia, $250 million budget barely covered. Snow White's a bigger gamble. Darker tone, bigger budget, less charm. Critics shred it. 42% on Rotten Tomatoes. The Independent's Clarice Loffrey gives it 1 star. Lazy, repellent. Audiences, C+ cinema score. X posts mock it. Zegler killed Snow White. Supporters counter, she's just the face, blame Disney. The truth? It's both. Her comments lit the fuse. Disney handed her a dud numbers. Tell the tale. By April 7, 2025, today, Snow White's global haul stalls at $225 million. Domestic tops out near $100 million, overseas $125 million. Compare that to Cinderella 2015. $200 million opening, $543 million total. Or Lion King 2019, $1.6 billion. Disney's bleeding cash. Stock dips, analysts cite remake fatigue. Theaters ditch it fast. Fan reports on X claim showtimes vanish by late March. Zegler's theater visit with friends, a viral gut punch. Ilda Mason's Instagram story shows 4 people, empty seats, souvenir cups. Critics cackle, she's watching her own funeral. Her Snap Online escalates. April verse, YouTube vids like, Rachel Zegler goes off after Snow White bombs rack up views. X posts amplify it. She's unhinged. She fires back on April 3rd, tweets about haters and lies, then deletes them. A source tells Variety she's emotional, not unprofessional. Supporters rally, she's 23, cut her slack. Detractors? She torched her career. Jonah Platt, producer's son, blasts her in a deleted Instagram rant. Narcissism hurt the film. Ariana DeBose, her West Side Story co-star, shades her too. Posts, narcissism isn't cute, then deletes. Zegler's spiraling and everyone's watching. Context's key. Zegler's no rookie, she's got chops. West Side Story 2021, Golden Globe win, youngest ever in her category. Hunger Games prequel 2023 flopped, but she's shown. Snow White was her A-list leap. She auditions at 19, lands it off raw talent. Spielberg vouches for her. But she's green, brash. Her 2022 D23 speech at Disney's Expo? She gushes about fans, then drops that Palestine line. Exec Mark Platt scrambles, Disney hires a social media coach. She tones it down, but the damage sticks. Ex-users dig up old posts, anti-Trump jabs, feminist takes. She's a culture war pinata, Disney's role, massive. They greenlight a risky script. Greta Gerwig co-writes, pushing empowerment over fairy tale. Dwarfs become CGI after backlash. Godot and Ziegler's rumored feud, political, personal, leaks via People. Nothing in common. Oscars 2025, they present. Together, stiff as boards. Zegler skips Godot in her premiere post. Disney scales back her press. Canceled SNL, Kimmel slots. Godot's everywhere. Zegler's sidelined. The film's a mess. Visually flat, tonally off. X calls it snow woke. Disney braces for impact, but not enough. The Snaps peak hits April 5th. YouTube's Rachel Zegler loses it online trends. 5 million views fast. She posts a video. I'm human, I hurt. Tears, shaky voice. Deletes it in hours. X splits. She's broken versus she's playing victim. Supporters like Halle Bailey and Jamila Jamil chime in. Instagram hearts. Quiet nods. Critics? Too late to cry. Her team spins it. She's at Clooney's Broadway opening, smiling, but the mask slips. She's young, raw, and the flop's a gut punch. Why'd it flop? Layers. Ziegler's comments alienated fans. Trump voters, traditionalists, half of ex-Disney's. Woke pivot didn't land. Empowerment's fine, but not at nostalgia's expense. The execution? Sloppy. Empty theaters prove it. X-photos show rows of nothing. Zegler's snap fuels the fire. She's the face of failure, fair or not. Disney's remake streak's fading. Hercules, Lilo, and Stitch loom. Will they learn? Doubt. It. Zegler's next. Evita on London's West End, June 2025. A stage reset, smart move, the internet's ruthless. X keeps trending her. Rachel Zegler Snow White spikes weekly. Memes of her theater visit? Endless. YouTube reactions pile up, 15 million views across channels. Destroyed. Snaps. Flop. She's a punching bag, but also a symbol. Culture zeitgeist. Split, progress versus past. She's caught in it, snapping under pressure. Disney's silent. Stocks down, no statements. Zegler's career, Bruised, not dead. Talent's there, but the scar's fresh. Step back. This isn't just hair. Hollywood's hooked on remakes. Safe bets gone sour. Disney's not untouchable. Snow. White proves it. Zegler snaps a symptom. Youth, fame, and failure collide. She's not canceled. Met Gala 2025 invite says so. But she's marked. X won't let it die. Clips, gifs, hot takes. The film's a ghost. Pulled fast, barely. Streaming. Disney's loss. Her burden. Think deeper. Audiences want magic, not lectures. Zegler's snap shows she feels it. Hurt, not hate. Disney misread the room. Again. She's 23, navigating a minefield. The flop's historic $115 million gone. Theaters. Ditch it, X roasts it, she snaps. But she's not done. Evita's her lifeline. Disney, they'll churn out more. The cycle's endless. Wait. Her latest X post just dropped. I'm still here. Cryptic. Bold. What's she planning? Rachel Zegler's I'm still here tweet just lit X on fire. Cryptic, defiant, and dripping with mystery. Snow White's a smoking crater, pulled from theaters after a $115 million flop, and Zegler's online meltdown has the internet feasting. But she's not backing down. Disney's reeling, fans are raging, and the stakes just got higher. What's she plotting? Next, this isn't over, it's a war zone, and she's reloading. That X post drops April 7th, 2025, today, and it's a grenade. Within hours, it's at 12 million views, 40,000 retweets. Replies flood in, Queen's back versus sit down, flop. Zegler's been a ghost online since her teary video. Vanished April 5th. So this? It's a signal. She's not curling up, she's swinging. Sources whisper to Variety she's holed up in New York, prepping for Evita on London's West End, June 2025. A stage pivot after a screen disaster. Smart, but risky. X buzzes with speculation. She's taunting Disney or she's delusional. Either way, it's a spark and the internet's gasoline. Disney's in damage control, but it's ugly. Snow White's theatrical run's dead. $225 million. Worldwide, a fraction of its $300 million cost. By mid-April, it's on Disney Plus early, a quiet dump. Streams lag. Variety pegs it under 5 million in week 1, dwarfed by Little Mermaid's 16 million debut. Stocks down 3% since March, analysts muttering franchise fatigue. CEO Bob Iger's at a shareholder call April 6th, dodging questions. We're proud of the film, he says, voice tight. X doesn't buy it. Memes of Iger as the evil queen. Flood timelines. Disney's next remakes, Hercules, Lilo, and Stitch loom, but Snow White's scar's fresh. They're spooked. Zegler's snap wasn't a one-off. Post-flop, she's a roller coaster. April 3rd, she rants about haters, deletes it. April 5th, that tearful video, gone fast. Now this? I'm still here feels like a middle finger. To critics, Disney, maybe herself. Her team's scrambling PR. Guru Kelly Bush Novak spotted at her NYC apartment per page 6. Plans clear. Spin the narrative. She's at Clooney's Broadway opening April 6th, all smiles. Optics of resilience. But X digs deeper. Old posts resurface. But Trump. Free Palestine. Megyn Kelly's back on air, calling her toxic. Zegler's a lightning rod, and she knows it. Let's rewind. Snow White's flop isn't just numbers, it's a reckoning. March 21st. Opening, 43 million domestic, $87 million global. Week 2. Craters, 66% drop. Theaters pull it by March 30. X photos show blank marquees. Why? Fans hated the vibe. Zegler's 2022 interviews didn't help, trashing the original as creepy, axing romance. Trailers pushed a leader, not a princess. Dwarfs swapped for CGI creatures. Test audiences called it stiff pre-release. Critics agree, 42%. On Rotten Tomatoes, The Guardian's Peter Bradshaw. A joyless slog. Disney bet on empowerment. Fans wanted magic. X roasts it. Snow Woke's DOA. Zegler's career's at a crossroads. West Side Story 2021 was her peak. Golden Globe. Spielberg's darling. Hunger Games prequel 2023 flopped. $337 million on a $100 million budget, but no buzz. Snow White was her shot, $300 million behind her, Disney's muscle. She's 23 now, raw talent, but green. Her brashness, those political posts, fairy tale-y jabs, built a wall. Supporters say she's a scapegoat. Detractors say she's arrogant. Evita's her lifeline. Stage cred, away from Hollywood's glare. X debates. She'll shine versus she's cooked. London sure reset, but the clock's ticking. Disney's fallout's brutal. Snow White's loss, $115 million, stings worse than Mulan 2020's $66 million hit. Little Mermaid 2023 broke even. This didn't. Iger's team scrambles. Hercules casting. Leaks, Michael B. Jordan rumored. Lilo and Stitch pushed to 2026. X smells blood. Disney's done. Not quite. Star Wars and Marvel prop them up. But remakes? Shaky ground. Snow White's early Disney Plus drops a white flag. Stream slump, 5 million versus Encanto's 20 million debut. Zegler's theater visit clip, empty seats, forced laughs, haunts them. Disney's silent, but the wound's open. Zegler's I'm Still Here isn't random. April 8th, she's spotted at JFK, London bound. Paparazzi catch her, sunglasses, no comment. X erupts, Evita prep. Her team leaks to deadline rehearsals. Start April 15th, Andrew Lloyd Webber directing. It's a coup. Evita's a Tony magnet, a diva role. She's got the pipes. West Side Story proved it. But the pressure's insane. Snow White's flop follows her. X posts mock. From Snow flop to Evita, good luck. Supporters counter, she's built for this. It's a gamble. Stage is unforgiving. And London's not Hollywood. The internet's a beast. YouTube's. Rachel Zegler snaps vids hit 20 million views by now. Reactions, breakdowns, rants. X keeps her trending. Rachel Zegler Snow White spikes daily. Memes of her theater visit? Relentless. Photoshopped with tumbleweeds, tombstones. Her April 5th video, saved by fans, circulates. I'm human, I hurt. Sympathy's thin. One X user nails it. She's 23 but acts 13. Another, Disney set her up. Truth's messy. She's young and over her head, but her mouth dug the hole. The snap's a goldmine. Clicks, shares, chaos. Disney's missteps pile up. Snow White's script, Greta Gerwig's touch, aimed high, flopped hard. No dwarfs, no romance, all message. Godot and Zegler's rumored rift, Israel-Palestine tension, didn't help. Oscars 2025, they're icy, on stage. Disney scales back Ziegler's press. Godot's on Fallon, Ziegler's benched. The film's flat, CGI creatures look cheap, tone's preachy. X calls it a lecture, not a movie. Disney's pattern, diversity over story, backfires. Little Mermaid squeaked by, this didn't. Iger's proud line, hollow. X memes him as a sinking ship captain. Zegler's snap has layers. She's not just mad, she's wounded. Snow White was her dream, cast at 19, hyped at D23 2022, Amanda or gushes there. A dream come true. Then the backlash, Jungji posts, fairy tale shade. Disney coaches her, but she's unfiltered. Post-flop, she's raw. April 3rd rant, April 5 tears, now this defiance. X splits. She's broken versus she's fighting. Ariana DeBose's narcissism jab, deleted, cuts deep. Zegler's team spins. She's at Evita auditions, focused. But the snap's real. Pressure's crushing her. Culture's the fuel. Snow White's flop's a flashpoint. Progress versus nostalgia. Zegler's the face. Latina-led, feminist take. Half of X cheers, half rages. Her 2024 trailer post, Free Palestine, lights the fuse. Trump's 2025 win amps it. Her fuck Trump rant resurfaces. She's a symbol, willing or not. Disney's woke push, Halle Bailey's Ariel, now this, stumbles. Fans want classics, not reboots. X vents, stop ruining our childhood. Ziegler snaps the scream of that divide. She's caught, bleeding. Numbers don't lie. Snow White's $225 million global take's a joke. Lion King 2019 hit $1.6 billion. Cinderella 2015, $543 million. Disney Plus streams flop, 5 million in week 1, dropping fast. Theaters ditch it. March 30th, reports show 50% of AMC locations queued it. Zegler's theater clip, viral proof. 4 people, ghost town. Disney's loss ripples, stock dips, remakes wobble. X predicts Hercules next to tank. Maybe Iger's quiet, but the board's not. Rumors of shakeups swirl, Zegler's next. Evita's huge, June 2025, London's Dominion Theatre. Weber's a legend, she's a wild card. Rehearsals leak, her Don't Cry For Me Argentina stuns. X buzzes, she's back? Snow White's shadow lingers though. Flop jokes follow her. She's at the Met Gala, May 5th, 2025. Invited, not canceled. Gowns bold, vibes, I'm still here. Career's not dead, stage could save her. But Hollywood? Hesitant. Hunger Games flopped, Snow White's a stain. She's 23, times. On her side. But scars stick. Disney's learning, maybe. Hercules rumors shift. No woke leaks yet. Lilo and Stitch delays hint caution. Snow White's a warning, nostalgia's king. X roasts. Disney's woke hero's over. Doubt it, they'll tweak not quit. Zegler snaps a symptom. Youth, fame, failure collide. She's not done. Evita's her shot. Disney's note either. Marvel's cash keeps them afloat. But the internet? It's merciless. X clips, YouTube rants, 25 million views combined. She's trending, bleeding, fighting. Step back. This is bigger than her. Hollywood's remake addiction's cracking. Snow White's the loudest break. Zegler's snaps human. Raw, messy. Disney misjudged. Again. She's a kid Ina machine. Snapping underweight. Evita's her rope. London's her ring. X won't forget. Memes, hot takes, endless. Disney's wounded, plotting. She's still here, but for how long? Her phone lights up. New X notification. Watch this space. What's she dropping now?